Hi there. Thank you if you're still watching. Quick epilogue. This is the following day and I've been out for about half an hour and we did find our hammy. And we've got our hammy. It's just in here, but it's a little hammy in quite good condition. Looks to be an avoided long cross. Clean it up later. So see you next time. Bye. Hi there. I wasn't going to film today. I'm actually trialing my new wet weather gear, which I really like actually. It's really but I'm back in the field, which we're going to do tomorrow, and I'm going to film tomorrow, and I just hope I haven't found all the good stuff already. But something rather peculiar has just happened. Doesn't happen that often. There's a hole down here which I dug about 5 minutes ago, and I found a bit of a buckle. And I recorded it, the photograph and a GPS, because I'm trying to find a hotspot in this field. I'm going to have a look later and see where, if any, are sort of hotter areas than others. It's a big field. So I moved from there, and on my way back over here, had another signal, and lo and behold, I thought that's a bit similar to the last one. You know, obviously put 2 and 2 together. It's gotta be, hasn't it? No, that doesn't happen that often. Very pleasing. I wish it did happen more often. Especially as I think I found half a potin today. I'll put it up on the forum later and see if anyone can ID it. That's the detectinghub.com or co.uk. And if it is a potin, it's sad because there is only half of it. It looks like a cut potin. Anyway, I'll finish off now and just see you all tomorrow when we will be doing the rest of that. And let's just hope there's not as much in that bit as all the bits and pieces I've really had fun finding in this bit. See you tomorrow. Morning. Quite an autumnal day this morning, but I think it's going to warm up a bit. We're back on a field which has been good to me the last 2 times. I've left a small section of it over there, which I haven't done before, or not for a very long time anyway. And then I'm going to vaguely go back over where I have been. And the reason being is that I wrote this field off a long time ago. I didn't think there was anything in it, but there is stuff. There's all sorts of things in it. It's really good fun. But I charged around rather quickly, just making GPS notes of where I found stuff, so I could sort of vaguely locate a hot area. So the bits I have done, I haven't done very scientifically. So there still might be stuff out there. I don't know if you can really get that with this light. There's a bit of a dip down there where a lot of things seem to be, and we haven't got much time because it's going to be seeded in about 3 days. So anyhow, let's get out there and see if we can find anything. There's something definitely to be said, I reckon, for going over land really quickly. If nothing else, it gives you the feeling that there'll always be something to find next time. And if you are leaving iffy signals, well, hopefully, again, there might be something to find next time. If you're doing something really slowly and really methodically. A, it's incredibly disappointing if you don't find anything, and B, you do get the feeling that you sort of done it, whereas if you charge about quite fast. Right, there's a decent signal here. Turn the volume up quite high so that it comes through the speaker. So, I mean, that's punchy in anyone's book, but we'll see. Quite a few cartridges in this field and rifle rounds and stuff, so, and lead, obviously. Dreaded lead. But there's also good things too. Quite a lot of Georgian, early Georgian. George II, buckle fragments. Right, we're out. What we got? Right, yeah, as I thought, a lot of these rifle shells. Gosh, they make a proper sound, don't they? Always. But it could have been a copper penny or something nicer. Anyway, let's keep going. Right, had a really banging signal here. Anyway, I took out one spadeful. I can see him in the side. I found a few coins here yesterday. That looks... it's not a coin, annoyingly. It's a very silvered button. It's incredibly thin. Gosh, you could be forgiven for mistaking that for a big hammered. Look, really. Anyway, looks to have some age to it. I've got the XPDeus running on hot, reactivity down to 2.5. It's a very chatty field. Right, well that's definitely worth having a little investigate. Wouldn't not dig that, would you? Nice easy soil today. Seems to be so far just rifle shells and cartridges. Well, there we go. That's not a bad looking piece. A nice big buckle fragment. Got quite a nice design on it actually. Again, showing that even though I very fortunately found a Republican denarius and a Celtic Potin on this field, it feels predominantly Georgian to me. Right, let's keep going. It's a real should I, shouldn't I here. Before I scrape some of the dirt back, that's all I was getting. But then I got a bit... There's definitely iron there, isn't there? It's whether that's the iron and whether there's a slightly different signal close to it. Anyway, that's the strongest, nicest signal if I do it like that. I've disturbed it because at the moment my Deus is giving me a weaker signal often. Once I've got a bit of, or whatever it is, there. Right, it's out, so let's have a listen now. Something, still pretty horrible sounding, isn't it? Probably a cartridge end with a bit of iron. Well, no. It's one of those, I can't date these, I find these really hard, but someone will tell me. It's one of these tiny buttons, I think they must be. Pewter buttons. You can see where a fastener would have probably gone on that side. I do find, I'm sure you all find a few of these. Are they, well, they're quite pretty, aren't they? But that was that sound, that horrible irony squelchy sound. That gosh, talking about little things punching hard. There we go. God, what a noise that made. Well, this gave a very punchy sound, and I have no idea what it is. It seems, to all intents and purposes, it looks and feels like a lead weight, and there's definitely lead in it, as you can see from there. But it's got a beautifully made copper funnel or cone. You can see the join mark running down there. I don't know if that's in focus or not, but they've beautifully made a hole each end. Well, that's a new one on me. Maybe, what are they called, plumb lines or whatever. Answers on a postcard, please. Address below. Very exciting, got a double signal. That sounded the nicer one, and when I swung round there, there's a second. Double barrels, left and right. I dug the more boring one sounding first, and then that one. And let's see what we got. I do know because I've seen them, but I don't know where they are now. One, the dollar sound. It's a bit of copper. Doesn't look very interesting. And the other one was a tiny weight or a lead bead. That gave a lovely sound. Tiny, can't be a spindle whorl, can it? Too small. I'm not going to blow through that hole because I know what they've been putting on these fields. And I put it this way, I don't touch my face when I'm out here, and I wash my hands very carefully when I get back. Right. I don't like wearing gloves. So that's it. Tiny little lead weight. What a lovely thing. Well, I wouldn't say that was award-winning on any particular level, but if you like digging holes, it was good fun, because there's masses out there, and I've got a few bits and pieces to do now, but I'm going to come back this afternoon and go and have a look in the area that's been a bit more productive. Let's have a quick look, see what we've got. They look not bad, but nothing particularly special. Got that little lead weight buckle, quite a nice decorated button, a few buckle fragments, that nice lead thing, a dart. Maybe there was a pub here at some point. A thumping great thimble. It's quite nice when you find the little sort of girly ones, you know, or sorry, girlies, or you know, the children's ones. That's much more of an adult's one. And then that, of course, that beautiful little well-made weight. Anyway, please join me this afternoon, because I think we'll get a bit luckier. Right, here we are this afternoon. Lovely, lovely afternoon. Much warmer, sunny, good to be out. And we're going to have a go in a place I think might be more productive. Well, it has been the last couple of times. And I'm not going to do exactly what I've done before, but I'm going to go fairly near it. Do it quite well, not gently, I'm going to do it quite thoroughly. So, here's hoping. Well, sadly not much to report. There's a lot going on in this ground, but not having much luck. I found a few bits and pieces, odds and ends, which I'll show you in a minute. I do have quite a nice signal down here though, finally. I don't know why that feels sort of so nice, but it's better than some of the junk I've been digging up, which has been really loud and almost just so obviously too clear. And there's so much iron. I've been digging some of the iron up just to see what it is. It's basically big nails. Well, it's out already. Let's have a look. There we go. So I think it's a KG2, as our American cousins would say. And if you're watching anyone from the US, I absolutely love your videos. They're fantastic. But I think you should do your best, save up, don't spend your money on anything, and get yourselves over to the UK or Europe. It'll blow your mind, the things you'll find. And I know KG2s are rare where you are. I suppose it's a bit like me getting very excited about Roman coins, whatever condition they're in. And yet, I suppose if you're in Italy or North Africa or somewhere, I mean, they're 2 to the dozen. But got to be, hasn't he? He's facing the right way. I found a load of KG2s yesterday. So he's got some age. Right, still not much coming up, but I thought I found my first hammy, but it's not. I thought that was a... Where is he? Hiding just there. Where is he there? I thought that was my... What's going to be my hammy buttock today? Well, look, I've had worse buttons, and that's quite a pretty one. Come on, I really want something really nice, and I'm going to call it a day. Well, I think that's me. I actually seem to be suddenly coming into a slightly warmer area. So I've been out for a couple of hours now, so I think I'm going to leave it till tomorrow or the next time I come back. I don't think my concentration's up to suddenly hitting a decent area, having had a busy couple of hours digging away with that much luck, even though we found a few bits and pieces which we'll have a quick look at. Right, that button we found, quite a nice early crotal bell frag. That would have been a really nice one. Nice early drilled hole. Another toasted KG2, I think, probably. Don't know what that is. Ding, 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 ding. Would it have been part of a bell? Not sure. The farthing. a little, love these. It's a belemnite fragment. You've got to be beady-eyed to spot those. But I've been collecting fossils for years before I started metal detecting, so my eyes are quite tuned into that sort of thing. Don't know what that is. Maybe some sort of strap end or part of belt mount. Something very similar just came up now. That with its little pinny thing looks to be a mount of sorts. Got a bit of a couple of lines at the end there. I've just speared myself. So yeah, so definitely enough to keep interest, but I was really hopeful after the last 2 times on this field that that would find something really good on camera. But anyway, it was fun and it's lovely weather and it's warm and dry. So I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. And if you do enjoy these videos, and understandably if you don't, please do subscribe and all that stuff. And see you next time. Bye.